Hi there, I'm John from CNCRI.com, and today we're going to flatten a whole kitchen. I'm pretty sure flattening live edge was not the first thing you thought about when I said I'm going to flatten a whole kitchen. But this here is actually how we do it. You start off with boards like this. This is maple, the same maple as these boards here. They all came together. And what you do is you cut them to size, and you get rid of the live edge aspect of it. That's why everything here is flush. And then basically you domino them together. So we have a domino machine that basically uses sticks, basically. You drill a hole with it, you put the stick in with a lot of glue, both sides, press it together, and then after a couple of days you can release it. And that's what you saw that was on my table when I'm going to start flattening stuff. Now the advantage of going this process over anything else is you get the beauty and you get the splendor, I guess, of real solid wood. The other way of doing it would be to use just 2x4s, I guess, but that would be pine. Maple is a very hard wood and it's a very long lasting one. So by doing this, the customer basically has a countertop for the rest of their life. Now for this job specifically, the customer was redoing their whole kitchen. And so going with solid maple countertops is a wonderful choice. As you can see here, by the time I was done flattening everything to the same height, because you don't want kitchen countertops, one to be 3 inches, the other one 1 inch. So I can only go as thick as your thinnest board. And as you can see here, you got roughly 1.5 inches of play. So after a couple of years, when maybe it looks a little bit rough and you've used a cutting board on it and that kind of stuff, it's very easy just to resand and refinish, and you have brand new countertops for another 10, 20, 30 years. And you just keep repeating this every couple of years if you want. I never get bored after years of doing the live edge flattening of what the end result actually is. You start off with really rough looking boards that maybe look like firewood scrap, and after a couple passes on one side, then you flip it around and do the other side, you end up with really, really beautiful wood. And it definitely has a very unique feel and aesthetic to it that you can't really replicate any other way. Now, when the customer glued this together and they did the dominoing as well, it doesn't really matter if you have some thick boards and some thin boards and all that kind of stuff. The router just flattens everything completely flush. And when I flip it around, what it does is produce a totally flat board, but also a parallel board. So there's no variance in thickness anywhere on the board. So not only am I cleaning the whole boards up, there's boards here, 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 all the way across. I'm also making them totally flat so that when it comes to actually making stuff with it, you actually have a flat board with zero warping. it comes to live edge flattening, we can work with any species that you have, from really hard oak to very soft basswood. I don't know what you use basswood for in the kitchen, but you can use that if you wanted to. Now, the other nice thing about my company is that we also have access to the live edge itself. So let's say you're not a woodworker yourself and you just want the finished countertops shipped right to you, we can do that as well. Again, any species, any size, any shape. The other advantage of going with boards like this rather than a massive slab is that it's also a lot more cost effective. They don't make a lot of trees that are 90 inches across anymore. But if you need something that was 90 inches across, we could easily make it using a whole bunch of boards like this. So if you're looking for custom live edge work, contact me at CNCRI.com and we'll make it for you.